Good evening, everyone. I, Janet Veracruz, Vice President of the Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees, call this meeting of Duncanville Independent School District to order. Let the record show that a quorum of Board of Trustees is present, that the meeting has been duly called, and that the notice of this meeting has been posted in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Texas Government Code Chapter 551. We will now move to opening ceremonies. Please join me for a word of prayer. Lord, we commit this evening's meeting to you. Give us clear minds and peaceful hearts and decisions that are being made tonight. Give us insight to lead with integrity, that our decisions may reflect what is right and good. We pray for overflow of peace and new levels of wisdom for students, educators, leaders, and staff on protection of each campus. We pray for outpouring of protection over all students, the educators and campuses, and all of the classrooms. We ask this in your name. Amen. Amen. I turn the meeting now over to Ms. Avila, who will introduce our students who are leading us in the pledges.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, Madam Vice President, trustees, and Dr. Gorey. Tonight, we have student ambassadors from Alexander Elementary School who will be leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge. Students, please come in front of our Board of Trustees and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm London Gray. I'm in 5th grade, and my school is Alexander Elementary.
Hi, my name is Jaden Martinez. I'm in the 5th grade, and I go to Alexander Elementary.
Hi, my name is Sophia Gonzalez. I'm in the 5th grade, and I go to Alexander Elementary.
Hello, my name is Jasmine Mimchi, and I'm 4th grade, and I go to Alexander Elementary.
Hello, my name is Noah Jenkins, and I'm in 3rd grade, and I go to Alexander Elementary.
Hello, my name is Matthew Chavez, and I'm in 5th grade, and my campus is Alexander Elementary.
Everyone, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Trustees, please remain standing. Everyone else may be seated. Students, please face the front, and we're going to get a group photo with our trustees. Go ahead and scoot back for me just a little bit. Beep, beep, beep. Perfect.
And everybody right here. 1, 2, 3.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, students. Round of applause for our Our students, y'all are good to go. Thank you for joining us. You may exit this way.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ms. Avila. And students, I appreciate that. We'll move on to the superintendent's report. I will now turn the meeting over to Dr. Gorey.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice President, and good evening, Madam Vice President, other trustees, and everyone assembled here today. It is certainly my pleasure to bring you this superintendent's report for the month of October. October is set aside as National Principal Appreciation Month, and we certainly want to take this time to thank our leaders. In fact, I'd like to take this moment to celebrate our outstanding leaders in honor of National Principals Month. We're truly grateful for your dedication, your leadership, and for you choosing Duncanville ISD. Thank you for all that you do for our students and staff every day. It's that exciting time of year again, our trustees' 8th annual student coat drive. The Duncanville ISD Board of Trustees has once again partnered with Operation Warm for the 8th student coat drive. Over the years, this initiative has helped to provide hundreds of coats to our students that may be in need. To donate and learn more, scan the QR code or visit duncanvilleisd.org. Donations will be accepted through October 31st. Congratulations to our Duncanville High School boys basketball team. On Wednesday, October 8th, our Duncanville High School boys basketball team was honored with their incredible state championship victory last season and received their championship rings. We're so proud of their hard work and dedication. Congratulations to our players and coaches, and we can't wait to see what they will accomplish this season. Duncanville ISD is excited to host the Discover Duncanville ISD Fall Festival this Saturday, October 25th from 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 p.m. at Armstrong Park. In partnership with the City of Duncanville Parks and Recreations, this family-friendly event will host several of our choice programs and give the community a sneak peek at what's to come this year at our Spring Champions Choice event. Looking forward to seeing everyone out at Armstrong Park this weekend on Saturday. Just an enrollment update of where we are as a district. We are so incredibly close to reaching our projected enrollment for the 25-26 school year. Currently, we have 11,002 students, which makes us 99.39% of our goal. We need just a few more students to reach that goal for this year. We're also excited to brag about our average daily attendance, which today was 93.25%. While we talk about attendance, I'd like to take a moment to really speak to about the importance of why we stress attendance and attending school every day. There's several things that are important, and if you look at where we have been in the past, you look at in August of 2025, we were at 94.3 this year. September, we were at 93.26, and currently this year, we're at 92.459. We ended last year at 91.8%, and we set a goal of 93%. When we talk about why students need to attend schools, there are several things that come to mind. The first thing is just student academic success. Students cannot learn if they're not there to receive the information and grow academically. But also, we'd like to point out the importance of student well-being. School is a wonderful time to develop those social, emotional, as well as those physical activities to ensure that our students are as physically fit and well as they can be. And lastly, of course, district funds in the state of Texas are tied to attendance. So we have several reasons why we will continue to push for our babies to be in school each and every day. Again, our goal for this year is 93%, and if you look at how we're trending this year, we're certainly well on our way to meeting that goal. Thank you very much, Madam President. Madam Vice President. That does conclude our superintendent's report for this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Gorey. I appreciate that. We will now move to recognitions, and I will turn the meeting over to Anna.
All right, so we're going to start with our donations. And so, good evening, Madam Vice President, trustees, and Dr. Gorey. Thank you for the opportunity to present the donations received in October 2025. Each month, we are proud to share the incredible generosity of our community and the ongoing support they show for Duncanville ISD. Please take a look at the screens as I read the donations for this month. For Hastings Elementary, we have Kona Ice for $115. For Pace High School, we have Walmart of Duncanville for $2,700. For Panther Pantry, the rest are actually for Panther Pantry, and we're so grateful for that. Thank you to Deborah Plimmer and Bodega Provisions for $96.25. Thank you to Duncanville Outreach Ministry for $400. Thank you to Tamika Cross, Duncanville High School counselor, for $50. And lastly, thank you to International Paper Grand Prairie Box for $250. And that actually does not conclude our donations. We have a very special guest, or two guests, joining us this evening. So before we conclude, I would like to invite to the podium the Ariel Atkins Foundation and the Lids Foundation. Please join me in welcoming them to the podium as we recognize and celebrate their incredible support. So this evening, we are honored to welcome some very special guests who joined us earlier today for a remarkable teacher appreciation event at Merrifield Elementary School. Please join me in welcoming Ariel Atkins, a proud Duncanville ISD alumna, of whom many of you know, and Brooke Nates of the Lids Foundation to the podium as we recognize and celebrate them for their incredible volunteers who made this event possible. Ariel's foundation, the Ariel Atkins Foundation, along with the Lids Foundation, reached out to the communications department back in February of this year with a heartfelt desire to give back to our teachers. Through the partnership with the Lids Foundation, both foundations generously donated more than $20,000 in items, including furniture, supplies, monetary gift cards, a special luncheon, and more to support our educators in the outstanding work that they do each and every day for the students at Merrifield Elementary. We are deeply grateful for both organizations and for their generosity and commitment to the Duncanville ISD family. Please join me in giving them a great big round of applause. And then may I have our guests stand in front of the dais. We're gonna take a group photo. And as y'all can see, those in attendance on the screen, we have some action shots from the event earlier today. Trustees, please stand in your spot, and we will snap a photo.
Just focus that you move from just a bit to your hip, right there. Coach, you move it as well. And 2, 3. Good to go.
Madam Vice President, I'm going to ask Ariel if she'll come to the podium and speak.
Absolutely.
I had a wonderful opportunity. Of course, I was not in the seat when she razzled and dazzled us with her skill set, but just tell us, give us a quick update of where you are. And again, I was so inspired to meet her today, and she's just such the perfect example of what it means to be a true champion. And we really do appreciate how you personify what it means to be a Panther also with your generosity. But if you'll just give us a quick update about where you are, we'd appreciate that.
Awesome, absolutely, and thank you for having us today. Super excited to be here, extremely excited to be back home and be able to do this. I'm currently playing in the WBA. The team I was on previously was the Chicago Sky. I am a free agent, that's why I say previously, so I'm not sure where I'll end up next season. But yeah, that's currently what I'm doing and getting my foundation started. We got certified 501c3 in 2023, and so this year we're able to do some big things with some really big foundation donations, specifically from the Lids Foundation, and we're excited to bring it back home.
Thank you so much for your
For
generosity.
sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Super proud. Thank you so much. We are forever grateful. Thank you so much.
We will now move into our Made with Pride recognitions for this month. Starting off with our teacher honoree, if you could please help me welcome to the podium, Sandy Ramos. Today, we proudly recognize Sandy Ramos as this month's Made with Pride in Duncanville Teacher Honoree from the Summit Education Center. Nominated by Jamie Brown, Ms. Ramos is a lifelong Duncanville educator whose steadfast commitment and selfless service has touched the lives of countless students and colleagues. Ms. Brown shares, Sandy embodies what it means to be a Panther, steadfast, selfless, and deeply committed to the success of her students and colleagues that she serves. From championing students with special needs to mentoring teachers and supporting professional development, Sandy leads with compassion and heart, truly representing the very best of Duncanville ISD. Thank you, Ms. Ramos, for being an example of leading with impact. You are what it means to be made with pride in Duncanville ISD. Please join me in giving a round of applause to Ms. Ramos. All right, moving on to our next honoree. Please help me welcome Kelvin Biggins from the Summit Education Center as our staff honoree. Today, we proudly celebrate Kelvin Biggins, the School Resource Officer at the Summit Education Center, as this month's Made with Pride in Duncanville staff honoree. Nominated by Odelia Marsh-Smith, Officer Biggins constantly goes above and beyond in his role, whose presence brings both security and mentorship to students and staff each day. Ms. Marsh-Smith shares, "The building will not be the same without Officer Biggins. He is the gentle giant of our campus." Whether he is greeting students in rain, sleet, or snow, mentoring them through life's challenges, or ensuring safety protocols are in place, Officer Biggins leads with impact by creating a safe and supportive environment for all. He truly embodies what it means to lead with impact, and his contributions show that he is undoubtedly made with pride in Duncanville. Thank you, Mr. Biggins. And also our families, if we have families in attendance with our honorees this evening, please stand to be recognized as well. We're so thankful for y'all's support and for coming out. So if we have any families that are joining us with our honorees. Thank you, thank you. And we have one more honoree, our student, Sebastian Puente. Come on up. Sebastian Puente is a 5th grader at Hastings Elementary, and he is this month's Made with Pride in Duncanville ISD student honoree. Nominated by Ashley Reyes, Sebastian exemplifies what it means to lead with impact every day. Today, we celebrate Sebastian, an exceptional student who demonstrates intelligence, responsibility, and compassion in everything he does. Ms. Reyes shares, even though he may not always be the loudest voice in the room, his actions speak volumes. He embodies the values of leadership, perseverance, and community that reflect the spirit of Duncanville. Through his hard work, integrity, and kindness, Sebastian not only excels academically, but also inspires his classmates by leading with character and respect. Sebastian is a shining example of what it means to be made with pride in Duncanville. Congratulations. And we have a fun video that our department put together for y'all to enjoy of our honorees. Take a look.
ISD congratulates the following teacher, student, and staff member who are made with pride in Duncanville.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Puente. I'm a 5th grader at Hastings Elementary. What it takes to be a good student is pay attention whenever the teacher is always talking, being kind to others, focus on your work when it's class time, and never give up. Keep trying your hardest. Your efforts are always the best you could do. My favorite subject is math because I could understand a lot of problems easily. And when I grow up, I want to be an engineer. My support system is my dad, my mom, and my siblings. They support me whenever I think I can't do it. They always say I can. And being very, very nice to people, work hard, try your best, and always do your best.
Hello, my name is Kelvin R. Biggins. I'm the security officer here at Summit Education Center. My day-to-day is to make sure that the school is safe. I check the doors, I check on each classroom to make sure it is secured. My favorite part of the day is making sure the students and staff are having a great day. I choose to work in security to be a positive role model for the students. I let the students know that they can come to me at any time if they have any problems or any issues. By making a great impact here is by make sure the students know that the summit is not a bad place. We are here to make sure they get back on the right direction, and also to make sure that they know that we are here to get them back to their campus.
Hi, I'm Sandy Ramos, and I am the SPED teacher at the Summit, and I do inclusion and resource support. My standard day time is going to each class and assisting students with their work and just letting them being seen and heard so that they know that I'm on their side, and I will support them in any way that I can to help them be successful and to learn how to manage themselves so that when they go back to their home campuses, they're in better shape and they have some strategies that will help them to deal with all the drama and all the things that go on at the high school or at the middle schools.
These honorees are truly made with pride in Duncanville.
Congratulations to our October Made with Pride honorees, and may all of our honorees please come to the dais, and we're going to take a quick group photo with our Board of Trustees. Please come on up. One last round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yay. We're so excited to have them here and recognize them this evening. We love being able to showcase our honorees with that fun video. So everyone can see a sneak peek of our amazing staff and students.
Coach will take one step on the outside. Yep, right there. Thank you. And 2, 3. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Avila. Thank you so much for leading with impact. You are all so talented and gifted. Thank you.
We will now move into our personnel introductions for the evening. Starting with our first introduction, we have Allison White. Please come to the podium. We are pleased to welcome Allison White as the new Director of Accounting. Mrs. White brings extensive experience in financial oversight, strategic planning, and organizational leadership. She most recently served as business manager at LSU Health Shreveport, where she managed budgets exceeding $5 million, directed payroll and revenue operations, and led financial and administrative teams supporting clinical and academic programs. Her background also includes auditing and compliance roles with PricewaterhouseCoopers and the Louisiana Legislative Auditor's Office, where she partnered with Fortune 500 companies, universities, and public agencies to strengthen internal controls and improve processes. She holds an MBA in accounting from Louisiana State University, Shreveport, and a Bachelor of Science in Accounting from Grambling State University. Additionally, she holds certifications as a certified fraud examiner and a certified financial educator instructor, credentials that underscore her commitment to financial literacy, accountability, and ethical stewardship. We are excited to welcome Mrs. White to the Panther family and look forward to the expertise and leadership she will bring to Duncanville ISD. Please help me welcome Mrs. White to the family. And family and friends in attendance this evening, please rise to be recognized. Thank you so much for being here and for supporting. Thank you, Mrs. White.
Thank you for your family that came out to support, and we also have current Grand Prairie ISD members? No? Oh, we don't.
We're going to go ahead and move on to our next recognition. Please help me welcome to the podium Dr. April Wyatt. We are pleased to announce Dr. April Wyatt as the new Deputy Chief of School Leadership for Duncanville ISD. Dr. Wyatt is a proven turnaround leader with more than 20 years of experience in public education, including 15 years as a principal. At Daniels Elementary Academy of Science and Math in Grand Prairie ISD, she improved the campus rating from 59 to 84 in just 2 years and earned a TEA distinction in post-secondary readiness. During her 13 years at Witt Fine Arts Academy, she raised the campus rating from 59 to 87 in 1 year following the pandemic. She earned 6 TEA distinctions and transformed the school into a thriving fine arts academy with strong community partnerships and innovative programming. She also served as a master principal, mentoring fellow principals and supporting district initiatives to strengthen leadership and instructional effectiveness. Most recently, she served as Executive Director of Academic Support in Duncanville ISD, where she provided targeted coaching to principals, aligned improvement efforts with TEA accountability measures, and advanced systems to close performance gaps. Please join us in congratulating Dr. Wyatt as she steps into this key leadership role where she will continue her work of advancing student academic and achievement of excellence across Duncanville ISD. Dr. Wyatt's friends and family, please stand to be recognized as well. Thank you, Dr. Wyatt. Moving on.
This will be the time to recognize.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just like looking at them like, yes, thank you so much. Current board members, Nancy Bridges, Emily Lyles is here with us. Former board members that are here. We have also Stretch Rito here with us. And you're supported so well. We thank you, and I'm excited for you to be here with us. I appreciate you.
I must say, board member, we have one more, Terry Rhodes.
Oh, hello. Nice seeing you. Thank you. From Grand Prairie ISD, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Wyatt. We're going to move on to our next personnel introduction. Please help me welcome to the podium, Rosa Elva Hernandez. We are pleased to welcome Ms. Rosa Elva Hernandez as our new Deputy Chief of School Leadership. She brings over 25 years of experience in school leadership, curriculum development, and instructional design. She most recently served as Executive Director of School Leadership in Dallas ISD, where she supervised 11 campuses serving over 10,000 students. Under her leadership, all campuses improved student outcomes, 5 earned gold ribbon recognitions, and opportunities for industry-based certifications and college career and military readiness increased. Her leadership experience also includes serving as Chief Academic Officer in Lancaster ISD, where she helped achieve a 100% graduation rate and doubled high school credit opportunities in middle school. As a director in Houston ISD, she supported 56 campuses and successfully turned around multiple campuses previously rated improvement required. Earlier in her career as principal of Burbank Middle School, her campus earned an A rating with all 7 TEA distinctions and received a national recognition for closing achievement gaps. In 2012, she was also honored as HISD Principal of the Year. Mrs. Hernandez holds a master's degree in curriculum and instruction from the University of Houston downtown and is certified as both a principal and superintendent. Please join us in welcoming her to the Duncanville ISD Panther family, and friends and family of Mrs. Hernandez, please stand to be recognized. Moving on to our final personnel introduction for this evening. Please help me welcome to the podium Dr. Elijah Granger. We are excited to announce that Dr. Elijah Granger is rejoining the Panther family as an interim principal. With over 20 years of experience in education, Dr. Granger is recognized for his success as a turnaround leader, helping campuses and districts achieve substantial gains in student achievement. Dr. Granger's campus leadership includes moving Kennemer Middle School in Duncanville ISD from academically acceptable to exemplary in just 2 years. He also led Lancaster Middle School to earn all available TEA distinctions after a decade in school improvement and transforming Drain Intermediate in Corsicana ISD to exemplary within just 2 years. He currently serves as a lecturer in educational leadership at UNT Dallas, where he helps prepare aspiring principals and also coordinates the superintendent's program. He holds a doctorate in educational leadership from Stephen F. Austin State University and a master's in administration from Prairie View A&M University, along with certificates as both a principal and a superintendent. Please join us in welcoming Dr. Granger back to Duncanville ISD, where he will lead with a continued commitment to student success. Dr. Granger's family, please stand to be recognized. All right, everyone, that concludes our introductions for this evening. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, family and friends, for joining us for Made with Pride, personnel introductions, and everything else this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Avila. We appreciate that and welcome everybody to the family. Do we have any board members who have announcements or acknowledgements? Seeing that we don't have any, we will now move to conduct a public hearing to discuss the first financial accountability rating district's report on the school's financial integrity rating system of Texas. Presenters Darla Moss.
Thank you. Good evening, Vice President Vera Cruz, trustees, and Dr. Gorey. Annually, school districts are required to hold a public hearing providing a formal opportunity for community members to provide input and to receive information of the annual financial management report for the school district. It is referred to as the first report or the Financial Integrity Rating System of Texas report. The hearing is used to publicly report the financial accountability rating for the school district. The rating is determined by 21 indicators. Critical indicators suggest fiscal distress in a system and can cause a district to fail. Solvency indicators assess the district's fund balance, cash, and long-term liabilities. Financial competence indicators are related to serious deficiencies in financial management. The ratings are determined by a numerical point system. 90 to 100 points result in an A or superior achievement. 80 to 89 points result in a B or above standard achievement. 70 to 79 points result in a C or meet standard achievement. And points less than 70 result in an F or substandard achievement. Texas Education Code requires the Commissioner of Education to implement the system. In addition to the required indicators, the district must compare the current year's rating to the rating received in the previous year. Last year, Duncanville received an A rating with a score of 94 points. This year's rating is an A with a score of 90 points. The 2024-25 rating is based on data from the 2023-2024 fiscal year, and that fiscal year ended June of last year. This table shows the 2-year comparison by indicator. Year-over-year changes occurred in indicators 11 and 12 and are shown in the red font. Indicator 11 asks, was the ratio of long-term liabilities to assets for the school district sufficient to support long-term solvency? Another way of putting that is, do you have enough assets to cover or support the amount of debt in a district? It is a comparison of the district's long-term debt to district assets. The district generated more debt because of the 2024 bond, resulting in a 0.10 increase in the debt-to-asset ratio. The debt-to-asset ratio for 2025 is 0.73 compared to last year's 0.63. Go back to talk about indicator 12. Indicator 12 asks, what is the correlation between future debt requirements and the district's assessed property value? This indicator also assesses the district's debt. It is based on a comparison with the assessed property value. Again, the addition of new debt because of the 2024 bond resulted in the change to this indicator. Other reporting requirements include the superintendent's current contract, several summary schedules, and any additional information deemed useful by the Board of Trustees. A copy of the report is available on the district website on the financial transparency page. Please contact the district's financial services department if assistance is needed in accessing the report. That concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
We don't have any questions at this time, do we? Dr.
I have a
Confehi?
comment, just a comment. Thank you for this.
Absolutely.
Well written and put together. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I thank you, and I have to ask, are there any public comments on the first report? Seeing that there aren't any, we'll move on. Now we'll be moving on to communications from citizens. I have one public statement that will be given tonight. Well, let me see. I have Demetra McDonald. Please come to the podium. Thank you. I will be reading what is expected now. Thank you. We are now moving into the communications from citizens that we have received. By state law, this prohibits board members from responding to speakers in public forum unless the topic regards a matter specifically posted on tonight's agenda. The board will carefully consider any concerns expressed, and administrator will investigate the matter at your request. The administrator will contact you regarding your concern. Speakers will limit their comments to 3 minutes. If more than 5 speakers are present, speakers must limit their comments to 2. Any discussions concerning specific personnel is prohibited in open session. If you wish to address the board regarding a personnel matter, please contact the superintendent's office to schedule a matter for a future closed session meeting. Having stated that, when I call your name, please come forward. As I've stated already, Mr. Demetra S. McDonald. Thank you for coming to the meeting. You may begin.
Good evening, members of the Board of Trustees, Duncanville District leadership, and representatives of the City of Duncanville that may be present. My name is Demetria S. McDonald, a former general education, highly effective certified math teacher at Duncanville High School Post from July 2023 to May 2025. I'm here this evening to respectfully address matters that have had a direct and lasting impact on both my professional reputation, and community safety. During my time at Duncanville High School, I served with dedication to all student success, instructional equity, and collaborative growth. My classroom contributions were rooted in the belief that educational excellence requires both academic and operational support with a safe environment for staff, students, and families alike. However, I must bring to the board's attention an incident that occurred on the school's parking lot A of Duncanville High School on January 24th, 2025. I was involved in a fender bender due to the illegal parked parent car and AM drop-off of a student without any signage, camera, or officer present to guide the restricted vehicle from dropping off a student. This created confusion, unsafe conditions for motorists and staff. As someone who witnessed and experienced the resulting impact, I raised this concern as appeal for clear safety procedures, consistent enforcement, and interagency coordination between the district and the City of Duncanville to prevent reoccurrence of such incidents. In addition, to this unresolved matter of safety. I also seek to address how administrative barriers have influenced my ability to resign freely and pursue new employment opportunities. Following my decision to transition from the district, communications and references from prior administrative supervisors appear to be adversely affected my capacity to secure positions elsewhere, causing undue hardship and professional instability. My purpose in speaking tonight is not to revisit disputes, but to advocate for transparency, fairness, and accountability in both personnel practices and campus operations. Every educator, every citizen deserves the assurance of equitable treatment, procedural integrity, and physical safety in their workplace. I continue to hold the respect for Duncanville ISD, its students,
Thank you.
and its community.
Your time is up. Thank you so much for coming to the meeting.
Thank you for hearing my statement.
We will now move to closed session. Back from closed session, we will now move to consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda? Are there any questions, comments, or discussions? If not, please cast your vote. I say yes. Okay. Motion passes 4-0. Thank you. We will now move on to the action agenda item, consider replacement of the track and field areas in Duncanville. Presenter Derek Roberson.
Good evening, Madam Vice President, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Goree. I'm bringing to you an item for approval regarding the improvement of our track and fields at Byrd Middle School, Kennemer Middle School, Reed Middle School, and Panther Stadium. Our field event areas are not in compliance with UIL and NFHS standards. All tracks are not up to standard and in need of full replacement. Our records indicate that middle school tracks have not been resurfaced in over 25 years, and DHS was last resurfaced approximately 15 years ago. Industry standard is to resurface every 8 to 15 years, replace every 20 to 30, and at this time, all of our sites are past the recommended life. Our tracks are not just used by our award-winning track teams. Tracks are used for PE classes, adaptive PE, as well as other sports teams. They are also used for our state-mandated fitness gram assessment, which is administered to all students each year. Due to issues with our track, we have had instances where we had to cancel track meets, and we are concerned with overall student safety and want to ensure a high-quality environment for our student athletes and the entire student body. As we looked at all of the options, we considered whether it was in the district's best interest to replace or simply resurface the tracks. Our high school track is in need of replacement rather than repair due to a hard, slick surface that retains water. Similar concerns exist at middle school tracks with holes, cracks in the surface, and exposed foundation. As we looked at the costs, we evaluated the balance of cost and quality. We were not only looking for the lowest cost, we want to ensure that the quality meets the standard of Duncanville ISD. We have amazing students and programs, and we want to ensure that they get the very, very best. Excuse me. We also evaluated timing. We considered completing projects now versus spacing them out over longer periods of time. Once all things were considered, we determined the best course of action is to replace the tracks now due to the potential risk of injury to our students and the cost efficiency of applying discounts if we complete all projects at once. Going forward, we will have a replacement and resurfacing cycle. So as we looked at our vendors, we talked to 3 different vendors who were either on the buy board or tips. We reviewed each vendor's total cost, the warranty, reputation, and previous work. And if you look at the table, you'll see the total cost that each presented to us for the cost of the track, the discounts that were offered, and also the warranties. We're recommending that Hellis Construction be awarded the multi-site track surfacing project due to our prior successful partnership on previous projects and their proven ability to work within our current budget. They are also the vendor with the lowest cost once all discounts are applied. So when we look at the financials, the grand total for this project is $2,155,806, including the project cost of $1.5,806 plus a $600,000 contingency fund. The funding source is the general operating funds, and the life expectancy of the new facility is 10 to 12 years with planned maintenance, including an 8-year warranty. So as we look at the timeline, if you approve this project tonight, we will get started with the middle school tracks as soon as possible. And the work on the high school track will begin in mid-November once the last home football game is played. The projects are expected to take approximately 45 days from start to finish, and they have a 30-day bonding process for the surface to cure. It is the administration's recommendation to approve the expenditures to replace the district's tracks. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have at this time.
Do we have any questions?
Madam President, if I may,
Yes.
Madam Vice President, if
Yes,
I may, before,
Doctor.
and thank you very much, Coach Robertson. But one thing, Coach Robertson, when he talked, we talked about the future of the plan, and what I'd like to reassure the board is that we are developing a strategic plan as relates to replacement and ensuring that we avoid this situation as we move forward in the future.
Thank you. Trustee Fahey?
I think this is a question mainly for the board. I think we should put in some type of dollar amount, such as not to exceed, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the recommendation stands on its own. We have to do this. We just have to do this. But I'd rather vote on something that we have a dollar amount on. Not exact, but not to exceed such and such.
Yes, ma'am.
Any ideas?
Yes, ma'am, I do. And I do think that's fair, considering that we did build in the contingency, because, you know, when you start these projects, oftentimes you'll run into things that was unexpected. So I will appreciate that, too. And my recommendation to the board would be that we do the $2.1 or $2.2 million that would cover the cost of the recommended vendor with that contingency being built in. Would that be 2.2, Coach?
2.1.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
2.1, okay.
And from general operating funds.
Right, and correct. This is coming from our general operating fund. And board, I will tell you that this is coming from our fund balance. So in that respect, I think the strategic plan is even more appropriate as we move forward, because we don't want to be in situations where we have to utilize our fund balance in this way.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Do I have a motion that the board approve the replacement of the district's track and field facility due to safety concerns, deterioration of the current surface, and the need to provide a safe, functional environment for student athletes, coaches, and the community?
So moved.
Can we add it not to exceed 2.2 million?
We will amend that. Are there any questions, comments, or discussions?
Did we get a second? Was it a second?
I thought it was Cassandra. Was it Cassandra?
No,
I did. Okay.
So you want to
Do I have a? Yes.
2.2 in there.
We'll amend the motion to have a $2.2 million
cap.
So do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Are there any questions, comments, or discussions? Please cast your vote. Motion passed 4-0. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. We will now move to action item B, adoption of good cause exception. Chief Max Guerin. What happened?
I didn't touch it. Madam Vice President, members of the board, Dr. Goree, tonight you're being asked to consider adopting the good cause exception. As you're aware, state law mandates that every campus maintain an armed security presence during the instructional day. Excuse me. Districts that cannot fully meet this requirement may submit a good cause exception, which provides a transparent plan to the state outlining why full compliance is not immediately possible and the steps that are being taken to achieve it. The most recent legislature added a requirement that school boards must adopt the good cause exception annually until the district is in full compliance. By adopting this exception, we take meaningful steps towards compliance with the Texas Education Agency rules. We acknowledge the staffing and funding realities that we face, and we demonstrate our ongoing commitment to providing safe and secure schools. This adoption does not lessen our commitment to student and staff safety. In fact, it ensures that we're following the law while continuing to move toward full implementation. Thank you.
Do I have a motion to approve the good cause exception as presented for the Duncanville Independent School District?
Second.
Are there any questions, comments, or discussion? Please cast your vote electronically. Motion passed 4-0. Thank you.
Thank you.
We will now move to action item C, consider HVAC units for buildings N, O, Q, and H at Duncanville High School. Presenter, Madi Zamora.
Good evening, Vice President Veracruz, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gorey. As recommended by the 2023 Bond Committee, HVAC units and energy management controls will be updated based on need as identified in the facility assessment. As we renovate the roofs at Duncanville High School, the goal is to replace HVAC units located in the same areas. We are proposing Train to replace 78 units and energy management controls in buildings H, N, O, and Q. The district has successfully utilized Train technologies for past HVAC needs, including most recently those replaced at Byrd Middle School in 2024. Train units align with most of our HVAC units, making replacement of parts, repairs, and routine maintenance more efficient. Train Technologies has pre-vetted and approved contracts with several purchasing cooperatives. The board packet includes several proposals. I'm going to go through those. The proposal beginning on page 130 is for Area H. The proposal beginning on page 141 are for the controls. And the proposal beginning on page 152 is for areas N, O, and Q. In the proposals, it also includes an alternate bid for Area P. This area will not receive new HVAC at this moment. We're only recommending the base bids for areas H, N, O, and Q. The HVAC units will be funded through bond funds. Therefore, tonight we're recommending the board approve the purchase of 78 HVAC units and energy management controls from Train Technology at a cost of $2,242,522 as part of the approved bond allocations. Please let me know if there's any questions we could answer for you.
Thank you. Do I have any questions or comments? Trustee Fahey?
Just a comment. Thanks, Mrs. Zamora. In the future, because I haven't memorized all the buildings at the high school, could you put like a little map or with the alphabet on it?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.
I'll share with you what those are. So H is the auditorium area. N is the West cafeteria. O is in the ninth grade area gym. And then Q is the baseball building annex next to the baseball field.
The field house?
The baseball field house, yes. But I will take your note too.
Thank you. Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the purchase of 78 HVAC unit replacements from Train Technologies at a cost of $2,242,522? Are there any questions, comments, or discussions? Please cast your vote electronically. Motion passes 4-0. We will now move to action item D, consider over $50,000 approval of Armco Industries. Presenter Madi Zamora.
Thank you again. Roof replacement and repairs have been a top priority for Bond 2023. To support this work, we are proposing to partner with roofing consultant Armco Industries, a registered architectural and engineering firm. Armco has successfully worked with Duncanville ISD in the past, most recently on the roof replacement at Byrd Middle School in 2024. The project focuses on select roofs at Duncanville High School. The agreement in your board book on pages 165 through 169 covers the full scope, from evaluation drawings to bid support and construction observations. With your approval, Armco will continue working with us through the completion of these roof projects. We recommend approval of the roofing consultant agreement for $150,000, which will be funded through the bond funds. We're happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you. Do we have any questions? Trustee Fahey?
And that $150,000, that's a consultant fee?
Correct, yes. That's not to replace the roof.
No, that's just a fee for consulting?
Yes.
Did we use one at Byrd?
We did. We used the same company.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Zamora.
You're welcome.
Do I have a motion to approve Armco Industries roofing consultant agreement at a cost of $150,000 for the support of Duncanville High School roof replacement? Please cast your vote electronically. Motion passed 4-0. Thank you. We will now move to action item E, approval of construction manager at risk, CMAR, Soldaco Incorporated for guaranteed maximum price for Area J renovations at Duncanville High School. Mari Zamora.
Thank you again, Madam Vice President, trustees, and Dr. Gorey. So voter approved bond 2023 included a new CTE addition along with the renovations to house several of our CTE programs. So once these programs relocate to their new spaces, the vacated building J will require renovation to accommodate the 9th grade classrooms and administration currently housed in the portable complex. As construction manager at risk, Soldaco Construction has proposed a guaranteed maximum price, or GMP, for the renovations, which can be found on pages 171 and 172. It is a recommendation that the board move to approve the guaranteed maximum price, GMP, for the renovation of Area J at Duncanville High School as presented in the total of $11,925,727 and provides Soldaco Construction with a notice to proceed on this project. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you. Do I have a motion to approve the Area J renovations via the guaranteed maximum price for Soldaco Construction in the amount of $11,925,727?
So moved.
Second.
Please cast your votes electronically. Motion passes 4-0. Thank you. We will now move to information and discussion items. The first item is beginning of the year iReady NWEA map and district common assessment update. Presenter Dr. Samuel Nix.
Thank you and good evening, Madam Vice President, members of the board, and Dr. Guree. At the start of the school year, we shared a timeline of academic updates to ensure transparency and to keep the board updated of our academic progress. Tonight, we'll provide an update of our beginning of the year data, including our iReady NWEA map and district common assessment data. This information will be presented by our Coordinator of Assessment and Accountability, Mr. Bowens.
Good evening, Madam President, trustees, Dr. Gorby, thank you very much for this time. So yes, I want to go through and discuss the beginning of the year assessments. So our district diagnostic assessments, they are done with iReady and also MAP. The one issue with this was last year we gave both assessments to all students. This year we decided not to do that, to pull it back and have, MAP be it's a better predictor for STAR, for high school students, secondary students, and then iReady is a better predictor for elementary students. So we'll have those students take either take iReady or MAP and not have them take both in one subject area. Also, MAP is an adaptive program. So as students answer questions more correctly, it becomes more rigorous. If they are having difficulty answering questions, then it actually becomes easier for them to do so. In that same vein is also a norm reference test, meaning if a student scores at 85%, they are performing better than 85% of the students in that same grade level nationwide. Okay. Now, the image that we have on the screen, you can see it all. I wanted to go through how to actually read this. It's from an actual map test. This is for math K through 12. which that assessment is given to all upper level math classes where there's not a particular content test available. The other examples that you'll see is when we had a content test available, like for Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2. If you look at this, it says 36th percentile. Now, remember, this is beginning of the year. This is our baseline that we've established. That's saying that the students in our district are performing at the 36th percentile. So that means 36% compared to all the other students who are taking this assessment nationwide. The portion that's in the blue, that's the higher percentile. So it goes from left to right, lower to higher. So you can see what it is for math K through 12, which again is given to our 9 through 12 students who take a math class but do not have a particular subject area for that test. Next we have Algebra 1. You see there at the 33rd percentile. And also Algebra 2, 35th, and then Geometry, 30th percentile. If you also look below the chart, you'll see those color bars that are there, dots. So the first is the first through 20th, that's how you get the red portion. 20 through 40th is the next portion, and so on and so on. So that way we're looking at where the growth needs to happen and how many percentile points we actually need to increase. Also for math, we're looking at reading. With reading, this assessment is given to all 9 through 12 students. Students who had biology on that second graph, they took the life science assessment. All other students were given, and when I say all other students, I mean anyone outside of biology. If you had chemistry or physics, you were given the science K through 12. Also, that was also given to students in 5th grade and 8th grade as well. So performing in the 39th percentile and the 40th percentile in that one. That's our baseline. Now, iReady and MAP are very similar. There's a beginning of the year, middle of the year, and an end of year. When we're looking at this, we're measuring the students' their abilities, essentially. Skills that they may be lacking in, and also where their strengths are as well. This chart, it actually breaks it down into 5 different categories, as you can see right here. So 3 or more grade levels behind, 2 or more levels behind, 1 grade level behind, on beginning of year grade level, and on middle of year grade level, okay? So we want to look at that because if a student comes in and takes their test in the middle of the year and they score it on beginning of year grade level, that means that kid is behind, okay? So, all right, so looking at our data, now iReady is opposite of what MAP is. So on the left side, you'll see the higher percentile. On the right side, you see the lower percentile. The part that on the right and the very left have the gray marks in it, or the black marks that are there, that's saying that those students are really, really high or really, really low, okay, in that same area. So this first one shows 2024 versus 2025. So the top graph is 24, the bottom graph is 25. What we're noticing with that is that we have an increase from 16% to 19% for our students who are performing at or above grade level. We had a small decrease from 24 to 25 in students who are performing below grade level. When we look at the math, 24 versus 25, again, the top graph is 2024, the bottom graph is 2025. There we see an above average from 11% to 13%. So again, we did have a gain in our BOI for math and iReady, and also a slight decrease in students who are performing 3 grade levels below or lower from 2024 to 2025. Now our district curriculum assessments, our DCAs. Our content coordinators use high quality instructional materials to determine the pacing and assessment window for each subject area. So therefore, they're all not testing at the same time. It depends on when they're finishing the unit, when they're going to actually take their assessment. We're looking for the determinant of mastery of skills taught within the curriculum. So these graphs, what you're seeing on the left side, whole left side is 2024, first DCA. The middle portions for 2025, what we gave this year, and we're going to focus on the last column where we have the growth or the decline. We'll see in second grade, we had all growth for RLA and math. We had double-digit gains in math. Third grade, we had double-digit gains in both math and RLA. Fourth grade, you see double-digit gains in math and nothing for RLA. The reason for that is because they just took an extended constructed response, which means they had to do writing. The teachers have to read all that, grade it using a rubric. So those scores will be put in tomorrow, okay, because it takes a little while for them to actually do that. And also, as a caveat, we know that ClassLink was down today, so they couldn't upload the scores today, so they have to do it in the morning. Fifth grade, we had double-digit gains in RLA and math. We're looking at science. We only had an increase in approaches and decreases in meets and masters. One reason could be for that because of our dissolving of the intermediate campuses. This is the first time fifth grade has been on the elementary campus. So first time they've had fifth grade and also taught fifth grade science. So the pacing, they're working on the pacing with teaching, getting science taught in order to pass the exam, okay? Middle school, same setup. Approaches, meets, and masters for 24 and also for 25, and then growth on the very end. We have a lot of room for opportunity in middle school, all right? So for RLA, there is a decrease in approaches, but increase in meets and masters for RLA for sixth grade. Math, we had growth for approaches, but decreases in meets and masters. Advanced math, we had double-digit gains for the first two areas and then single-digit gain for masters. Seventh grade, we have RLA and we also have math. We had gains there. Just as a caveat, know that the advanced math for science for seventh grade is in the RLA, is in the eighth grade math results. Those two are combined together because they are the same test, okay? We have talked about breaking them apart so we can see the growth in seventh grade and growth in eighth grade. It's the same test. If necessary, we've actually talked about doing that. But eighth grade is where we have the most opportunity for growth. Okay. High school. Algebra 1 is also taken by our eighth grade, those who had advanced seventh grade math. So those scores are also lumped together for eighth grade math and ninth grade algebra 1, okay? We've also talked about breaking that apart so we can see those individually if necessary. But English 1 was the area where we had the decline in approaches and meets. Biology, we had double-digit gains straight across. English 2, we had some gains, and also we had a stagnant space for approaches, didn't go up or down. And then U.S. history, we had gains there as well. Okay. And I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Are there any questions, comments, or discussion?
I'd like to say thank you for presenting the information. Ms. Spelman is a part of Ms. Newton's team, and Ms. Newton couldn't be with us tonight, so really happy to have them. Again, we have spoken at length about how we have to utilize our data to drive our decisions, so I do appreciate how several times throughout the conversation tonight he mentioned how we're looking at our pacing guides based on the results. So we are looking, and when you look at these district curriculum assessments, we are pleased with the greens that we see there, even though we are focused on everywhere where there's pink and what are those things, those shifts that we can make immediately to change that. What I do want the board, I know there's been several conversations as you were presenting around just some of the beginning of the year data, is that it's alarming, but please know that we take it very seriously. We appreciate where our babies have come to us, and we will give them everything we have, and look forward to our mid-year data and certainly our end-of-year data, where we will close some of those gaps. We do believe, and our goal has always been to grow a child at least a grade level or more within a school year. So we do believe that some of these windows will be closed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We will move to the information discussion, agenda item B, intent to apply for implementation supports for K-5 reading, language arts, and K-8 math curriculum through the Learning Acceleration Support Opportunities. Presenter, Dr. Samuel Nix.
Good evening, Madam Vice President, members of the board, and Dr. Gurry. This information item is just to make us aware. Last year, we applied for the LASSO 3 grant. And what happens is that we are required to identify a service provider once we identify these grants. Well, this year, LASSO, and that was a one-year grant. This year, LASSO 4 grant is here. We are applying for that grant. This grant helps us with the implementation of our HQIM, which is the Highly Qualified Instructional Materials. And basically what it does is it makes sure that the grant requires that the district to work with a TA provider that has a successful track record of successful curriculum implementation and expertise in highly qualified instructional materials. A portion of the grant funds can also be utilized for the purchase of instructional materials, as well as partial to full salary support for instructional support staff as an instructional coach. So in essence, what I'm simply doing today is bringing to your attention that we are applying for the grant. Once we receive the grant, we will need to then select a service provider, which the service provider that we selected last year was Sustain Ed. And board, when I tell you the appreciation for Sustain Ed that we have as a district and that the campuses have of their on-the-ground coaching, support, with their teachers, with their administrators, with principals, it has been phenomenal. So we are looking at possibly partnering with them again, which would mean that once we make that step, if we make that step, then we would need to provide them with the appropriate funds when the time comes, once we receive those funds from the grant. So this is simply an information item, making sure that you're aware that we are applying for the LASSO 4 grant, and that if we select, whoever we select, we're going to have to split the funds with our service provider once we select them, and that as of right now, we are very pleased with the support that we've received from Sustain Ed.
Very good.
Yeah, board, it would be my pleasure to answer any questions that you may have at this time.
Do we have any questions or comments or discussion? Seeing that there are any, we will move to information discussion agenda item C, bond project update, Madi Zamora.
Good evening again, Madam Vice President, trustees, and Dr. Goring. So as we come near to closing out our summer bond projects, we're gearing up for new ones. Tonight, we're pleased to come before you with updates, celebrating the accomplishments, and with excitement for what's to come. I'm going to turn it over right now to our partners at Lockwood, Andrews and Newnham Incorporated, also known as LAN, and we will start with Mr. Kevin Simon.
Good evening, Vice President Vera Cruz, Board of Trustees, and Dr. Gorey. I just want to give you all a very brief updates on like the 10 elementary schools and middle schools that we were renovating over the summer. As you can see in the first slide on Daniel, we have upgraded some corridors and things like that, just the student atmosphere in the school and everything. And if you go back to on Hardin, we've replaced some, in the corridors on the left, we've upgraded a lot of things, and in the right, a lot of teaching spaces. And at Kennemer Middle School, we've done some exterior improvements, and we've had other improvements at other schools and for things like that. And now I'll turn it over to Mr. Kumar Hawk. Give you some updates on the high school.
Good evening. Madam Vice President, Board of Trustees, Dr. Gorey. High school is moving along. As you have driven by, you have seen the structure up. So these photos are just about a week, 2 weeks old. So the shelter, the main addition is in, the center part is completed, and now interior construction is going on. These are the walls coming up to that. This is the inside of the M building, which is the future CTE, which is going to be moved. As Marty talked about, the M, from J building, people will come here. So this is coming along fairly well. This will be ready by the winter break, so we can move those about 10 to 12 people from the existing J to this area. So we'll finish it, punch list completed, everything, and then we just move them over the break. These are coming along fairly well. These are the portable complex. Finally, it's all accomplished. It's all done. For the last 30 days, 60 days, we haven't heard any complaints, any issues. All the gates, everything has been working. So far, so good. The weather has been very cooperative, so everything is looking good. So this is, these are all the pictures. This is back to Kevin now.
And then we'll go back to some of the elementary schools at Daniel and Hardin. Obviously, we've turned that school from intermediate to elementary, so we've provided brand-new playgrounds for both campuses. And we were also at, I think we have 11 campuses. We have 9 so far that we've delivered brand-new cafeteria tables to all those campuses. And obviously, in the renovations, we've renovated almost all the restrooms within the schools itself, all those elementary and middle schools.
So to close out, I'll talk about upcoming events. So as Mr. Hawk mentioned, the CTD edition is still continuing. We should have, that'll be ready to go for the new edition will be ready to go for the fall of next school year. Area M renovations should be done by winter break, where we'll move all the staff. And then you just approved Area J renovation. That'll begin as soon as it's vacated, which should be over winter break. And then Central and Smith Elementary, those are currently being demoed at the moment and also abated. So lots of things going on. We're very excited. At this moment, we'd like to answer any questions you may have.
Do we have any questions? Seeing that there aren't any, thank you so much for your reports. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Being that there are no further items to discuss, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Meeting is adjourned.